A sudden development at Camp Nou has the potential to change Barcelona's immediate plans. Romeu, the veteran midfielder who had been living on the edge of the squad, is reportedly set to sign a termination agreement that will allow him to leave the club. A move that sources say is effectively done, and was signalled when he did not take part in first-team training. This isn't simply one man moving on. In the context of Barca's delicate registration situation, it is a tactical release, a way to clear salary and fair play room, so the club can name players who have been waiting in limbo. For Hansi, who has pressed the board for reinforcements and registration clarity, Romeu's departure represents a small but crucial lever to pull. The most immediate beneficiary of that free margin appears to be Gerard, a young and versatile defender the coach wants available against Levante. Sources reporting on the club's plans say Barcelona have prioritised Martin's registration, moving him into the first-team list to strengthen defensive depth at a time when availability has been hampered by financial fair play constraints. That single administrative change could hand Flick another reliable option to rotate at fullback or in central defence. Precisely the kind of cover a manager needs when the season begins to accumulate matches. The push to register Martin before the Levante fixture explains the urgency behind amicable exits and contract tidy-ups. Behind the scenes, the calculations are brutal but straightforward. La Liga's salary and squad registration rules mean clubs must balance books and wages to fit new signings onto the official roster. Barcelona have several names at the centre of that balancing act. Youngsters like Rooney Bardji, experienced additions such as Vojcic Szczęsny, and squad players who have struggled for minutes. Romeu's release frees up a slice of that ledger, and the club appears willing to use it to prioritise the immediate tactical need, rather than chase every headline signing at once. For fans, it means the next team sheet could look materially different, simply because the board chose to concentrate space on defensive coverage instead of solving every waiting transfer. What makes this moment especially significant is the domino effect. One termination can permit one registration, which in turn changes matchday options and even transfer negotiations elsewhere. Szczęsny's situation, for example, has been reported as still pending because of the same registration limits. The club may have to sequence departures and signings carefully so that the goalkeeper and other targets can be added without breaching financial rules. The upshot is that fans are witnessing a surgical approach to squad management. Not always pretty, but necessary if Barcelona want to satisfy coach demands and comply with league limits in time for crucial fixtures. There's also a human element. For Romeu, leaving by mutual agreement gives him control over his next destination and spares the club a protracted transfer saga. For Gerard, being called up to the first team and registered for La Liga could be the breakthrough that accelerates his career and gives Flick an immediate, homegrown option to deploy. And for the wider squad, the signal is clear. Barca is clearing space to make the coach's vision workable on short notice. Expect official confirmations in the coming hours and watch the team list before the Levante tie for the clearest proof of the strategy at work. Ultimately, this is a reminder that in modern football, contract paperwork and registration windows are as decisive as goals on the pitch. A pragmatic departure like Romeu's can look like a subtle administrative win, but it directly changes tactical possibilities and season trajectories. Hansi Flick has asked for options. The club has found one for a negotiated exit. Whether that choice will be enough to satisfy supporters hoping to see bigger names registered, or whether Barcelona will need further trims and deals to complete their preferred business, remains the next story to follow. Keep an eye on official club announcements and the match squad for Levante. Those two items will tell you more about who won this small but meaningful deadline gambit.